We just saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and on this show I take my friends, we go see a movie, we review it here in the car, and then we have a discussion. This is the review video. It's spoiler-free, so if you're on the fence or looking for a recommendation, you can watch this video to find out what we thought. And if you don't care about spoilers, or if you've already seen the movie and want to know everything about it, check out the other video as well. That'll be called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Movie Discussion with Spoilers. So, of course, this is the sequel to the very successful and the surprising hit of Guardians of the Galaxy. It returns with all of the characters intact. We've got, the same sense of humor, the same kind of style to it. We don't have to worry about building the underlying relationships of the main cast because we had a movie to do that and take care of that. So where this movie goes, as far as what it does, is it gives us more backstory on a lot of the characters that it kind of skimped on in the first one, maybe a little bit. We learn more about all of the main characters. We learn more about some new-ish or, underplayed characters like Nebula, Mantis. We get more about them in this movie. I don't think it's fair to say whether it's a better movie than the first one. I don't think from a freshness perspective, it just can't be in my head. It can't be as good as the first one was, just because of how unexpected and out of the blue great that movie was. Yeah. It was the second most... It's the movie that I told people the year that it came out. It was the second most recommended movie by me after the Lego movie. So, Chris Pratt was rocking that year. It's very, very good. It suffers a little bit in the third act from CG Fest, just get on with it already, fighting, punching, monotony kind of stuff. But they do sprinkle in a couple of jokes that make it work a little bit better. It has some emotion to it like the first one did, but not as strong. And again, I think that has a lot more to do with what our expectations are this time as opposed to last time. We had the We Are Groot from the first movie. They have something similar to that in this. Does it stack up? Sure, probably. It was just so unexpected in the other one because we knew nothing about the universe or what those movies were going to be like in the first one. So, of course, if you're a fan of the first movie, definitely go and see this. If you're a fan of the Marvel Universe, go and see this. I think that if you haven't seen any of the movies yet, go and watch Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, and kind of make up your mind from there as to whether you think the sequel is something that you should see. If you haven't seen it by now, it's probably, you've probably given up. Or not enough people have told you that it's kind of a must-see movie. It's that good. I think between Guardians and like the original Iron Man, maybe I've kind of got some high hopes for the next Thor movie. But those are kind of the upper echelon of the Marvel stuff and of the superhero genre in general for me. So I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it. Go check it out. What'd you guys think?
I say 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed it. I am not like a see every single superhero movie. In fact, I have not seen the first Iron Man.
Oh, that's fine.
Or any of the Avengers movies. Or Thor. Or Captain America. But I like the occasional superhero movie, and this is right up my alley, so I really enjoy it.
Well, to build off that, I'm the same way. Like, I'm only a casual comic book fan, and we've been seeing so many of these movies through the years. I feel so inundated with all these Marvel superhero comic movies. And then Guardians of the Galaxy comes along, and it's just like anybody can get into it, regardless of how much you know or care about comic books. It's just this over-the-top, crazy, fun time that you can't help but fall in love with it. So don't feel like you need to have been a comic book reader to catch on, because no, it's just ridiculousness and stuff exploding. So,
and I have seen every single Marvel movie. So, and Marvel, like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy, it very much is its own thing. You don't have to know anything else. It doesn't do much reference to other things. The other things will start to reference it more as we go along. I think I could say that this movie was probably as good as the first movie, but I can't say it's better. I think there's a lot of emotional building with characters and their backstories that was useful. The ends kind of, you're like, kind of see a little bit of it coming, so I could see some points on that maybe taking away just a little bit, but overall fantastic. I would highly recommend it. It's this one had, I think, more laugh moments, and I love that there's a lot of when turns come, they're just over the top turns. Like there's no subtlety to them at all. It's like, oh no, of course that's what's going to happen because that's how it goes. There's not going to be a justification for this. It's just that's how it is, guys. Yeah, of course you know it's going to happen.
And yeah, there's no sense in comparing the two movies because this one, it pretty much picks up exactly where the other one left off. And again, it's just zany ridiculousness. So you don't even have to worry about plot. It's just watching these really over-the-top characters and
right. There's something about going to see the first Guardians of the Galaxy with no expectations and being blown out of your chair.
yeah,
That this movie just can't ever get back again, but that's not fair to this movie, so like I'm not holding that against it.
No.
As far as what my experience was like. So
And if anyone's out there, if you do go into an expectations, like I saw Guardians of the Galaxy thinking it'd be like some poor man's Star Wars, that's more cartoony. But no, it just totally defied any convention and things like that. So just when you think you've got the rules figured out as to how this universe works, it just, it all explodes and turns on its head in very fun and unexpected ways. And that's what's refreshing. So I experienced that with the first movie and yet again with this one too. So
yeah, I thought it would just be like Bizarro Avengers, and that's kind of true, but it's not really true.
I mean, who really saw
other thing?
Who really saw the main enemy being Howard the Duck? I mean, come on, that was crazy, right?
We don't spoil anything in this video.
No.
So,
well, there were a lot of fun cameos, which again, I know that's what drives me nuts about all the other superhero movies. Is everybody's like, ooh, that was a reference to that, and ooh, that was a reference, and oh, did you catch that? And I'm just like, no, I don't care. But here, I caught all the stupid references, and I know nothing about pop culture, but and I won't spoil it, but yeah, there are just a few cameos where you're like, oh my god, did he just show up? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yes. That's true.
Yeah, and that's the mass appeal of this movie over something like the Avengers or one of the standalone Captain or Iron Man films, is that anybody can go watch these and have a good time. So, but that's our review. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.